Hello everyone, today's video is going to be a little get ready with me in collaboration with NeeNeeNova, and I will leave her channel linked down below. She came to me and asked me if I would want to collab with her, and I am all for collabs. She has like a 2 or 3 part series of like palettes of shame of all the palettes in her collection that she has not used yet, and her last like few videos or so are like slowly going through and using those palettes. And I was going through each of the videos. I was watching them while I was on my walking pad, and I was trying to think to myself, like, I hope, like, I'm like 10 minutes in the first video, and I'm like, I hope that we have a palette in common amongst all these palettes that we could do a collab with, because she can use a palette that she has not used before, and then I can use a palette that I have used many times and give some love on my collection, and I was all for it. I had 2 palettes in common with her from that video, and I gave her those 2 palettes recommendations, and we bounded on this one. This is the Glamlite Barbie, the Dream Summer palette. This palette I have done a collab with before. My collaboration playlist will be linked down below. I have done quite a few collabs, and I love all the people that I collab with, and I'll leave that linked down below. But we picked this one. It is slowly becoming summer. It's night, like it's very pretty out now, but it is still cold, which is why I'm wearing like a sweater, long sleeve sort of situation today, and my hair is down, you know, keep the warmth. But this is the color story. It is very, very bright. And in her video, she said that she's kind of like scared of the blues, and I challenged her to use some of the blues. Am I going to use some of the blues? We all know I am no stranger to blue eyeshadow, and I'm no stranger to really any color of eyeshadow in this palette. This is an amazing palette. I think this is a palette where Glamlite really shined. I have heard they're very hit and miss depending on the palette, but NeeNeeNova does kind of like get ready with me style. So if you enjoy this style of content, make sure you go over there and support a smaller channel. But we're going to be using this palette today. I'm super excited to get some good use on this, because this is a palette that sits on my bookshelf there, and my fiance is going golfing right now, so I can film this. And before he left, I asked him, like, hey, what color from this palette should I use? And guess what shade he chose? This one. So we're going to try and focus on this shade. I don't really know what I want to do. I played around with the idea of like trying to mix it with the purples. I don't know if that's going to be like a muddy mess, or should I like try and pair it with some pinks? I don't know. I'm wearing like army green, so part of me kind of thought, oh, I'll just stick to this side, but I feel like that's a cop-out. So we'll do something interesting with this palette. I'll give you all the deets on my face while we're here. I did do my entire face plus blush, bronzer, and highlighter to save us time. When people say like the no makeup look, like pretty much just doing a nice base of makeup, very minimal, or like I would just put mascara on, like I feel very confident in my face right now. If it was just a normal day, I would probably put on some very basic eyeshadow and go against my day. But we have a collab to do. I painted my nails yesterday. Look how bright these are. I'm using this LA Colors Color Craze Gel Extreme Shine Gel Light Polish. Mouthful in the shade Aura. It's a really pretty color. I don't know, my mom got it for me for Christmas years ago, so I don't know if you can still buy it anymore. On my lips here, we got Project Pan items. So Ulta Beauty liquid lipstick, and then of course, to make it not liquid lipsticky, I added the Seraphine Botanicals, the Glass Finish Lip Shine. Both of these are in my Project Pan. Then for my cheeks here, I used my bronzer, my highlighter, and the finishing powder from the CoverFx palette, which is my Pan That Face palette, so I'm not opening it for you. I recently did my Pan That palette update though, so if you're interested in that, I Project Pan here if you came from her channel. I highly recommend you subscribe to mine. I do post quite a few videos a week, and I think I'm semi-entertaining. And then my blush that I'm wearing today is my Cosmic Brushes Mary blush. I would like to roll this out in my next project pan update, my Partners in Cream. So this is a project pan item. We got a bunch of project pan items on the face today. I was trying to think to myself exactly how I want to go about this. I think I'm just going to start with the shade that my fiance wanted me to use. I think we could do a pinky orangey look. And at the end, you guys know I show you guys all the colors I'm using. So I'm just going to throw stuff on the eyes and hope for the best. Today's goal is I'm filming this video. My fiance's playing golf. He has been getting like golf lessons. He started getting into golf last year and he's been really focusing on that as his main hobby of choice for this year. What's kind of a shame though is like his hobbies are like warm weather hobbies. So in the summertime, springtime, nicer weather, like is where all of his hobbies are at. I kind of wish he'd find a winter hobby because in the winter he's like down in the dumps because he can't do anything. But this year he's been really getting into golf. He's been taking lessons. He's been playing golf at different golf courses with his friends. I have not gone with him. He wants me to learn golf. Do any of you guys play golf? And what are your overall thoughts with golf? I personally think it's like nice to have hobbies that are different than your significant other. Like there is a lot of hobbies that I have that he could care less about, like makeup, like YouTube is a hobby. I scrapbook. I actually, was it last weekend? 2 weekends ago? I forget. We went to Michael's and I got 2 new scrapbooks. I also got Posca markers because the books that I got, they have like black pages and usually I just use like construction paper. When I say scrapbooking, I'm really just meaning taping pictures onto a page and then drawing around them. I don't do the stickers. That's expensive. I would show you a page, but my family members are on that page. I started my spring 2026 book. So we have the wedding that we went to in March. Then we went to an engagement party in April, so that's in there. That's family. My sister and I did like a super special sister slumber party. That's in there. I'm not going to show you my pages of anything, but I started scrapbooking or like that type of creative outlet, I guess. I started doing it when me and my fiance first like got together because like when we first started dating, I knew it was going to be like a long-term thing. So as we were doing stuff in our first year, like I was taking all these photos and I was planning to create this binder book. And at the time, like I didn't have like much money. We got together at the tail end of high school and we did not have the means to go all out. So for our like 1 year anniversary, I created an entire binder of everything that we did on our first year. And I put them in a little book and it's literally made out of a binder. And I purchased a hole punch and all the pages are construction paper. So it's very fragile and I got it out the other day and like reading some of the stuff that I put like almost wanted to make me cry, but I did not cry. I'm a very sentimental person. I am. We went to Maine our first year. His family's from Maine and we did go to Maine within our first year of being together. But I have like photos I took on my phone in that book. And then he got me, I don't know what holiday he got it for me. But you know in the movie Up where they have like the adventure book? He got me like an adventure book. Here, I'll get it for you. Slight detour, but that's whatever. It's like this adventure book. So it has all your pages and you tie it together. Like I put Maine trip 2021. Like, we were at the Sebago Lake family campground, which that was a really nice campground. So if you're going, was a lot skinnier back then. I was a lot skinnier back then. Where's a photo? Here is, this page is just me. Those leggings, by the way, don't even fit anymore. Not by a long shot. I think I still have the shirt. We took a disposable camera with us, and all the photos that are in this book, those shorts, by the way, those shorts, I could not get them past my knees now. So definitely was a lot skinnier back then, but it's a very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. Here, I don't want to show him, but there you go. That was 2021. Like I said, those shorts can't even get them past my knees now. I was a lot smaller. But anyway, all the photos that we took on those disposable cameras, I put in this book. And this book is special to me. But I will say, like, in my actual books and stuff, I get a lot more, I guess, creative. I think it is a really fun, like, creative sort of hobby. And I think it is really good to look back on. They sit on my bookshelf, and then every once in a while I get the urge to be a little bit nostalgic. And it is something that's not on my phone, which is my preferred method. If it's not on my phone, it's probably the best. And I use the app, it's called Free Prints, and you can upload photos from your phone, and you get so many free prints a month. And I never reached the 85 photos or whatever it is. And you just can't, like, do duplicates, or you have to pay extra. But I get all of my photos from Free Prints, and you only have to pay for shipping. So I recently got like 20 photos or so for my scrapbook, which I need to order more because I forgot some photos. But I got like 20 photos. I only paid like $3, and the $3 was solely for shipping, which I don't even think is that bad, because the disposable cameras, they're not cheap anymore. We got, I think, 2 of them, and there was not very many photos. And some of the photos did not turn out very good, which is like a fear that you may have. I am putting on my glitter glue, like where I'm at right now, so I don't want to mess it up. You pay, like, I don't know, an arm and a leg for the dang camera, and you don't know if the photos are going to come out or not. And I have to take it to CVS or like one of those types of places. I don't remember how much it was to get all the photos developed. The photos did come out cool, but I don't know if I'd do it again, because I think I would rather do my just free prints. Like, it's not very expensive. I'm using this pink color, which I thought that would be a lot lighter than what it actually is. And this color is a little bit too purple. Anyway, we're gonna roll with the punches. Gonna roll with the punches. That's all we gotta do. I like putting together photos, and like every once in a while, I get on my high horse and I look through them, and it makes me so happy. And like, I take photos of stuff, and then I get to order them all at one time and like go through my book and go through all that. With our first year anniversary book, like I think I am more happy that I made it than he is. He's not as sentimental like that, like I am, which is fine. Like, everyone has their thing, but it makes me so happy to look at. It does. I like going back and looking at it. He thinks it's a little cringy, which I can understand. We were both in high school at the time, so like there's the high school-y mindset. But I'm really liking this look so far. I really want a very nice and bright pink inner corner. That is not going to come from this palette. I'll probably get my highlighter palette. Scrapbooking has been really, I guess, calming. Like, I was looking forward all this week to get my photos in the mail. So last night I did my scrapbooking, and I think it's really fun. Like, I think it's really nice to look back on, and I like to save things from our trips and stuff like that so then I can add them. Like, I have a book for our, like, this past September, my mom, me, and my sister went and did like a little girls trip. So I have all that in a book, which is really, really cute. And while we were there, there was a penny press for Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. And you bet your bottom dollar I did the penny press. Now with pennies like not being a thing, is penny presses gonna be a thing? But like, I have my penny press in there, like if there was anything in particular. The scrapbook that I have for the spring 2026, we went to a wedding in March, and we stayed there for the whole long weekend. Kitty, hello my little babies. You leaving? There he goes. He's a good boy. But it was like a whole like resort, I guess you can want to call it. And the map that they gave us at the beginning to show us where everything's at, I saved that and it's in the book. So for my inner corner here, I think I'm pretty much done with the eyeshadow, other than the inner corner, is I brought out my Ace Beauté Glow Essentials highlighting palette. So this one is really nice. And I think I'm going to go with this little pink shade. If in a perfect world, I would have added this to my cheeks as well, but that's just not the world we're living in today. I did my face first and I wasn't thinking about it, but we'll add this to the inner corner and go about our day. I wanted to do something more simple because with this palette, like I could have done a pink, purple, blue look. I could have gone much more colorful. First off, I kind of neglect those more neutral shades in the palette because there's so much color in that palette. And I do have stuff to do today, so I don't want to take my makeup off. And after my fiance comes back from golf, which I do want to get photos of him like at the golfing range or something like that, so then I can put it in the book, in the spring book, because just something to remember by. But anyway, we have to go to Lowe's and we're gonna try and finish our deck. The shade is a little sheerer, so I'm just building it slowly but surely. And I think I'm just gonna throw it a little bit on my lower lash line as well. Gotta go to the blue store. Not going to the pink stores today, just going to the blue stores. I love on TikTok where they're like, I have to behave in the blue store so I can go to the pink store. That's totally accurate. Because if I was not in good behavior, my fiance's like, no pink store for you. But I am going to do my liner like I always do, and I'll do my mascara, and then we'll be back. This here is the finished and final look for today's video, and I just realized, because I had to sharpen my eyeliner pencil, I realized I turned around, my pencil sharpener's in that bottom drawer. My water bottle has been in the back of the video, and I didn't notice it. And all I do is stare at myself in this little screen, because I film on my phone, or a phone, and I didn't notice it. But here's my water bottle, and here is your friendly reminder to drink more water. But I did do a brown liquid eyeliner, and I use my Kat Von D tattoo liner, or KVD. It will forever be Kat Von D in my brain. And then for my lower lash line here, I wanted to pair together the pink. So I used the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in the shade Pink Spirit. You guys know I love these things so much, and the pink I just felt like worked with this entire vibe. Here is it up close and personal. I really do like this look. I wish the pink was just slightly lighter, but overall I think it blended all really nicely. I think it really came together when I put a light pink highlighter in the inner corner. But this is my finished and final look, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Inner corner, I already said, came from the Glow palette, but my entire eyes. So I did use this shade. This is in the crease. This is blending it out slightly in the crease. I did use this color to darken out the outer corner. I brought in the pink here for my matte on the first half of my lid. And then for my lid shades, I use this pink color on the inner portion, this gold on the outer portion. And I think the look is really pretty, and I blended the pink in with the gold to try and blend it together. If you struggle wearing color, just kind of mix it with some neutrals and it'll work. But I do struggle using this portion of the palette because I don't think of this row when I think of this palette. I think of all these other beautiful colors when I think of this palette. The formula of this palette is really amazing, and this palette has steered me away from so many new releases because, like, most recently, the new Nomad Odyssey or whatever, the blue palette, like, I have some amazing blues in this palette. I don't need another palette with blues. I have so many blues in my collection, but this is where I drawn to when I'm thinking of like a bright, bold blue. I hope if you have this palette, this inspires you to get it back out again. My channel is all about using what you have for the most part. Using what you have, using some oldies but goodies. I think Glamlite, I think she told me Glamlite's coming out with another Barbie collection. Asked if I was interested in it, and I didn't know it existed. So I'm not going to personally buy anything for the new Glamlite Barbie release collection. But there is going to be, I guess, a new Barbie palette. Or you could create a look similar to this with shades that are already in your collection. If you have not already, go check out the channel NeeNeeNova. I'll put her channel linked down below, of course. And if you came from her channel, I hope you subscribe. I do makeup related content, eyeshadow related content, do project panning, I do makeup chats, a lot of get ready with me's, just a little bit of everything on this channel that's makeup related. I do empties, I do low buy updates. Make sure you like this video, hype it up if you enjoy. Comment down below, do you enjoy this look? Do you have this palette? But I love and appreciate all of you guys so much, and I shall see you guys next time.